Noisy Pixel.
なんとなくそれなら別にまあまあこの時間なら
In the lore of demons, a succubus really has one job: to suck the life out of male humans using the power of lust. Now, imagine a succubus who instead finds herself more drawn to female humans. Well, developer Petite Pajama's Yuri visual novel features a premise just like that, but with a splash of romance thrown into the mix. This is Noisy Pixel's review for Lilium X Triangle. Lilium X Triangle wastes no time introducing its cast of three protagonists: Haruka, the failed succubus, Sana, the resident tsundere, and Yuna, the ditzy but responsible older sister. With no supporting cast, the three girls must carry this romantic Yuri visual novel to one clear, inevitable conclusion. Thankfully, however, as quickly as the visual novel starts, it does take its time to establish each character and give a strong case for their overwhelming feelings of love for Haruka. Given that Lilium X Triangle takes its time before beginning its romance routes, the characters are completely established before the choice comes around that locks you into the respective route. With that said, there are some scenes that try really hard to come off as natural, but end up falling a bit short. Furthermore, it's never really explained why these girls like Haruka, they just do. I should say that the game does attempt to put some emotion behind their reasons for being attracted to Haruka, but this train is clearly only going to Yuri Town and not stopping for a second once the character route has officially started. The writing in Lilium X Triangle is kept to comedic tone overall, and each of the characters plays their respective role perfectly. What was also nice is that the game doesn't have any huge plot holes. For instance, while one of the initial confession scenes was pretty bad, it was brought up several times throughout the story as Haruka questioned why it happened, which made the scene overall more believable. While the story features different colored text for who is talking, the girls' mouths don't move during events. This also has an effect on the age scenes that, while they are well illustrated, don't feature much in terms of movement, so things that the girls are saying is happening isn't really reflected in the scene. However, this doesn't make or break the story as a whole, because character illustrations overall are adorable. It's also important to mention that the characters are featured in multiple outfits, which I wasn't expecting. Similarly, the game features tons of locations that the girls visit throughout the story, and while they aren't anything special background-wise, it's nice to see the characters in new environments. While Lilium X Triangle doesn't do anything out of the ordinary, it's a simple and fun Yuri visual novel that has a fresh take on the succubus stereotype with an adorable cast of characters. The three girls carry the story well for the most part, and the game can be completed in under 3 hours. I had a good time hanging out with the cast and thought that the story and romance in the game were believable and oftentimes heartwarming, sadly without a harem route. With Lilium X Triangle's interesting premise alone, fans of the eroge genre will most likely find this visual novel to be enjoyable. Noisy Pixel is giving Lilium X Triangle a 7.8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Haruka